Let's get started with the day's news. We try to keep it crisp and people are busy. We keep it on time, keep it going fast, keep it under 10 minutes. So give us the first story today on BiznesPolska, Magda.
Okay, PE-backed dog food maker buys competitor to boost international sales. Private equity fund Resource Partners, the owner of Poland's leading dog treat producer Mace, has acquired a 100% stake in Atlantic Products, the country's second largest dog treat maker.
Okay, yeah, this is a cool deal. This is this private equity guys, Resource Partners, and they're buying essentially their competitor. But Atlantic Products is also 100% export oriented. So they're producing it all in Poland, exporting all of it. So it puts them into a kind of really strong position in Poland and a strong position for the export. And of course, in this coronavirus time, people have been staying at home. They've been buying more pets. Do you have a dog or do you have a dog or cat?
Unfortunately, I don't have a dog, but I always wanted to have a large dog like a sheepdog or Bernese mountain dog.
Wow, they eat a lot. They eat a lot.
yeah, they eat. They could eat a lot of food. Yeah, you are right. But so far, I don't have the housing conditions for such. Maybe in the future when I will have more space. Yeah.
All right, cool. So on the next story. Next story is
Vercom raises 180 million zlotys, will list today on Warsaw Stock Exchange. So it's a big debut. Vercom is a provider of cloud solutions offered in the CPaaS model, communication platform as a service.
And they're also in addition to Poland, in the Czech Republic as well. And this is to help them power their further international expansion. We've got a lot of news about the Warsaw Stock Exchange today, listings. So let's go to the next one as well.
Yeah, the next one, Polish digital logistics operator is established by Warsaw Stock Exchange thanks to the information from PCOL. KAS will be able to verify whether an invoice has been issued for the electronic consignment note, and the system will also contribute to sealing the tax system.
Yeah, so I think we see more and more of the digitalization of the tax system in Poland, which kind of reduces the fraud, the holes in the VAT collection, other things as well. But this is also a sign the Warsaw Stock Exchange has lots of different revenue streams, not just what you think of as stock exchange listings and trading, but this is another of their various revenue streams for the Warsaw Stock Exchange expanding more. Okay, next story.
Interest rates unchanged. MPC holds rates near 0% in Poland. The Monetary Policy Council at its Wednesday meeting kept all NBP interest rates unchanged.
Okay, not much to say about that. In fact, really what this whole 10-minute morning show and the newsletter is targeted towards news you can use. That's kind of the idea. What can you use with that news? I'm not sure you can do much with that one, so we'll skip it and go on to the next one.
A South African owner to sell $1.2 billion stake in discount chain Pepco via Warsaw IPO. Pepco operates about 3,200 stores in countries including Poland, Romania, and Hungary, as well as Poundland in the UK.
Yeah, and they've got, this is kind of a well-known story in the news. Pepco has passed over some of the bigger exchanges, kind of staying in their home market. Good news for Warsaw. Interesting that the guys selling it, a South African company, they're not selling shares in Pepco itself. They're selling their own shares to cash out a little bit to pay down some of their quite substantial debt that they have in South Africa. Oftentimes that's a red flag, but nevertheless, the discount stores have thrived globally in the downturn as people would save money. And so we'll watch that space. Should be very interesting IPO. Next one.
Kellogg invests 140 million euros in manufacturing capacity in Poland and Belgium. Currently, the company is the biggest investor in the Łódź Special Economic Zone with more than 330 million euros invested since 2008.
And I think something like 600 employees, if I know correctly. These guys, Kellogg's, of course, is known for its cereals and things, but they also make Pringles chips. And they're making all of this processed food, Sprinkle chips and Circle K cereals in Łódź. Good news for the Łódź economic zone. Okay, next story.
From Dubai to Tricity, the story of final rentals. Final Rentals, a Dubai-based startup developing and franchising car rental solutions, has set up its headquarters in the Tricity. Final Rentals will work on European Union sales and marketing from its Gdańsk office, along with developing its technological solution, especially those based on artificial intelligence.
And this is a big victory, not only for Poland, but for Gdańsk and Gdynia, because what's happening is that the Polish government and the cities are trying to use their local market for a stepping stone into the EU. So these guys coming out of Dubai have chosen Gdańsk, great choice, great place. And then they also expand into the EU from their hub in Gdańsk, but they also have big plans for the US expansion as well. So we'll watch that space as well. Okay, next one.
We come back to Warsaw Stock Exchange. Unicorn Hunter, Millennials VC fund, aims for Warsaw Stock Exchange listing. Bartosz Mazurek co-founded the crowdway.pl crowdfunding platform, helping technology companies to obtain capital for development.
And we have every day our so-called Heroes Square. So Bartosz Mazurek is our hero of the day with his continued expansion, kind of a continuous entrepreneur doing new businesses. The Crowdway platform has worked well. The crowdfunding mechanism for raising capital for small companies, again, globally is well established. They've carved out their niche in Poland, doing really well with that. Now they're looking for big deals or deals they can get that are technology companies from Poland that they can use as a platform to expand into Western Europe and London especially. Okay, next story.
It's the last story for today.
Yeah.
MCI Capital, 2 large investments are planned. MCI's strategy focuses on investments in companies that are benefiting from the accelerated digitization pandemic. You know,
this is Tomasz Czechowicz, famous entrepreneur, by the way, from Warsaw originally, but he's made himself, I think, one of the wealthiest Poles in Poland, I believe so. But he was doing digital things before digital was cool. I mean, digital is obviously big everywhere now, but MCI was big into this space for many, many years. They were somewhat unloved a couple of years ago. All of a sudden, their stock prices soared in the last 18 months on the back of the COVID and the digitalization of everything. So keep your eyes on MCI, great company led by a great entrepreneurial leader. They're going to continue to do good things. We'll keep watching that space. Great stock to invest in, by the way, as well. So Magda, good.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day.
The same to you. We managed to, in about 10 minutes.
Cool.
Shorter than 10 minutes.
Good. Well, let's keep it that way. See you tomorrow morning.
See you, Tom. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.